Hey everyone, we are the Gratitude Girls.
The gratitude girls are in the house. Hi, Laurie. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. When I look at you, I'm thinking of it's early for St. Patrick's Day, but I'm thinking that that green not only looks good on you, but it reminds me of spring being like right here around the corner. Yeah.
No, I
You're
love spring.
Yes, you're bringing the sunshine into the room. Let me introduce myself to our audience. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Kathryn Asaro Myers. Affectionately, no, did I say Myers correctly? I cannot mispronounce my married name. My name is Kathryn Asaro Myers, and I'm affectionately known as RaRa. I'm broadcasting to you live tonight from beautiful Niagara on the Lake, Ontario, Canada, and I'm here with my amazing partner.
I am Laurie Delk Radecki and I am outside of Nashville, Tennessee.
Lori, we put a good title together tonight. Do you want to share what that is so I don't put it out of order?
Yeah, absolutely. It is 10 proven ways to build trust and rapport and win more business.
All right. Who doesn't want to know what we have to say tonight? If you're interested, stick around. We're going to give you 10 tips in a very short period of time. And anything you want to talk about after, you can get with us. So, how about I start?
Sure.
I'm listening. Practice active listening. How many people don't listen? Focus on what the other person is saying. Like, really care and focus on that. I'll go through active listening and I'll sort of give my take on that, okay? Avoid interrupting and asking clarifying questions. Like, can you just explain that a little bit better? Show that you have that you value their perspective. Validate and use verbal cues like I understand and that's interesting. Does that feel like you're listened to when you hear me say that?
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to know that you're paying attention, right? And that's going to make me feel cared about.
Right. Yes, good point.
Yeah. And so then also, and that just makes me think, you want to be authentic with people, you want to be genuine with them because people can detect that insincerity, when I went into a certain clothing store and I was a little bit overweight and I put on a pair of jeans and the salesperson said, "Oh, that makes your butt look great." And I was like, okay, you're lying. But anyway, so, be honest with people. Let your personality shine through. Be honest, be transparent in your interactions with people, and they're going to respond to you better.
Yes. I'm not even going to add to that because you're right. If people aren't real, like you just know it a mile away. So you really don't have to play with those people, right? Let's talk about common ground. We want to establish some type of mm, I guess a rapport, but common ground would mean that we'll look for shared interest. I like to find out about geography, so I like to understand that, and I like to know if people like to travel. So if we find out what the shared interests are and experiences or our values, we can sort of connect with that. We recently did that with a couple. We were sitting somewhere for a very long time, and this couple started to talk to us, and we did geography. We started with geography, and then, it went from there. So I think finding common ground is important and creating a sense of connection. We might say, do you have any grandchildren? Because we do. So we might have a grandchild, a door opener or a conversation with that. Or we might ask if you have any pets. We don't, but we like pets. So these sense of connections and familiarity, these are great ways to relate to people. And I like to utilize the tools at hand. I like LinkedIn because I find that, like, I just found someone today. I didn't know really them until the other day, and they did something very nice for me. The husband helped me, and we didn't have a chance to thank them, and we didn't get their information. And I went on LinkedIn and I found them, and I said, "Thank you so much for helping me. We really appreciate it." So be genuine and with your common ground, and then people Like they know I went out of my way to find them. I wasn't stalking them, but I was looking for them. I'm like, are you the people that help me on the weekend? So yeah, common ground I think is important, and use the tools.
Yes, absolutely. And use positive body language, right? You want to maintain eye contact without staring at someone. And you want to smile. That's like my mom used to always say, that's the best makeup a girl could wear is smiling. And you want to nod to show engagement. Like if you're on a Zoom, pay attention, nod to show engagement if you're talking to someone, and keep that open and relaxed posture, not slouched, but just relaxed, right? I'm sitting up straight, but I'm relaxed. And don't cross your arms. Don't just be like, yeah, okay, what else you got to say? Right? I can't even do that normally.
Well, one thing I do, I'll just add to that tip. I have a gorgeous ball behind me so that I don't sit back and I sit forward. So there's a big gap between me and the top of the chair, and it keeps my posture. So, in terms of positive body language, sometimes I use a little prop, and it's nice and soft and it's comfy. And I can actually have a back massage while I'm talking. Okay, so let me go on to those are great tips. Let's talk about empathy, what we were sort of talking about before. If we understand the other person and we acknowledge how they feel, like you said, you feel cared for. I mean, that's key. If you're not letting people know that you understand, they may think you're not being real with them. Pardon my bells and whistles. Put ourselves in other people's shoes and then respond with compassion and understanding. Like you said, you don't want to take this kind of body language, nor do you want to use the verbal language that gives the impression that you're crossing your arms. So you might want to not only nod your head and look at someone, but you might want to give an auditory sound that is soothing.
Yes, definitely. And you want to personalize your approach, right? Like tailor your communications to that person. Like Kathryn said, find common ground, find details that you can talk about, and remember those details about their preferences, their needs. That shows that you care. It shows that you're paying attention. Kathryn and I have a great tool that we use with send out cards. And anytime I meet someone or have interactions with people, I put notes in we have a little notes section in there under each contact. And I can put notes in there of when I ran into them, what we talked about, different things. So that way, the next time I see them or whatever, I can glance at that, and it helps my memory by jotting it down. It still helps my memory. But then also, it even helps me even more because I can look it up and I can read that information too.
Great point, because if we just keep it in our head and we don't either write it out or get it out, then we may lose it. So using that's a great tool. I just won't say any more about it because I love it. So let's talk about open-ended questions. Excuse me. Pardon me. So open-ended questions. We're going to encourage responses and deeper conversations. We're not going to look for yes and no answers. We're not going to ask yes or no questions because that's not really going to get us anywhere. And it's not fun when somebody sort of says, so, do you like that? Or, what are your thoughts on that? How do you feel about that? How does that make you feel? I also think it's important for us to allow other people to learn about their needs and their interests. And sometimes hearing the conversation out loud with someone gives us a chance to get a different perspective on it. So we may ask them to say what we already know, but as they say it again, it might open up some doors. Examples could be like, what are your goals? Or how do you see this benefiting your business? So they may say, haven't I told you? But the more you say it, the more it happens, right?
Right, exactly. And you always, 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 did I say always? Want to provide value. So focus on how you can help them solve their problems. Don't focus on how much commission am I going to make off this or how much am I going to make off this. Focus on how you can help them solve whatever their issue is that they're wanting to solve, and offer those valuable insights and information that's going to help them, right? You might have something that, somebody is needs help with sleep, and you might have a product that helps with that. But you can also even add in, if you take calcium and magnesium together before you go to sleep, also that's going to help you sleep better. And you don't even sell that, right? But it goes along with it. You can and offer tips and be valuable, and then demonstrate your expertise. The same thing. That's demonstrating a little bit more expertise and your commitment to their success. Whether you're making commission off them or not, you're still committed to their success.
Yes, and being respectful of time. If someone says that they have a time frame, it's really important to be respectful. Let them decide if they do or don't want to stay longer, but just keep that in mind. So be mindful of the schedule and avoid unnecessary delays. Get to the point, be concise. I love doing that, and show that you value their time.
Yes, absolutely. Because time is incredible, right? And we all work on schedules, even if you don't work that much. Like I've taken lots off my plate, but still, when I am working, I work with my time. I'm on my calendar. And then lastly, follow up with people. Follow up, follow up, follow up. That is like so key to success. Maintain contact with people. Same thing, Kathryn. I have a great tool to help you do that. Send a thank you note or an email after a meeting. I'm not really fond of emails anymore. So many people don't even read, my kids don't even read their emails. I have to text them to tell them, hey, go check your email. So, but find out how they want to be contacted also, and follow up that way, the way that they want to be contacted. And stay in touch and provide that ongoing support and nurture the relationship over time. Because if you consistently apply these tips that we talked about, you're going to build a stronger rapport with people, and you're going to create lasting business relationships that may even turn into friendship relationships.
And we did not emphasize selling at all in this. It's about relationship building. So I'll close with this, and I know that you'll close the meeting with a few points. If you feel compelled to tell people over and over again what you have to sell, then you may not have those people to speak to anymore. The relationship supersedes, and I was going to say trumps everything if you play the game. If you play the card game, there's a high suit. The high suit is building trust and rapport and relationships over selling. So, Laurie, I'll let you wrap up our meeting with those details. And I love this topic tonight.
Yes, absolutely. So if you want to go delve deeper into this, if you need a little bit more coaching on this, if you want to see any of our other coachings that we've done for the last 13 years, go to gratitudegirls.com. You can sign up for our coaching there. You can contact us. You can go to facebook.com/gratitudegirls. Send us a message there. Also Instagram and TikTok and all the places. And check back in with us every Monday night. We are right here live with free coaching and tips just for you and your business. And one more time, if you need anything, gratitudegirlscoaching@gmail.com, and we can help you on anything else that you're interested in. Have a great night, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Good night. Thank you.